It's time for the Dodger Man. I'm Anthony.
And I am Clint, the Dodger Man, and this is a weekly show where we talk about your pitiful Los Angeles Dodgers.
Pitiful it is because, unfortunately, they have hit that streak and gone into the gutter and lost, 5 consecutive games?
6 in a row
now.
now.
It's 6 consecutive games, and things are going bad. As bad as this show is going, I don't know. Who's doing worse, Dodger Man? The show or the team? Or the goddamn team?
At least we have stayed consistently crappy throughout.
Well, that's up to your opinion out there as well when you do hear us. But these Dodgers, they did acquire Maddox.
Yes, Maddox, and actually, it's one thing I said too. Did Maddox curse this team because they played like crap ever since they picked up Maddox? He's only made 2 starts, both of them losses. Of course, he started today in Washington and lost. Threw the game away himself, literally. But they haven't been playing well at all since they acquired him.
That's the thing that separates a quality baseball team and a team that is like the Dodgers. You leave it up to a player, a curse or whatever it is. I don't believe in any of that stuff.
Any fan in their right mind, like me, call me the Dodgers super fan. I don't know about that, but you're going to try to find a way to put the
the fact of the matter is all the guys in there are looking down their shoes. And
you can't do it other than looking at the results. And I say the results, if they've been playing a lot poorly, a lot more, just a lot worse.
Let me tell you something, Dodger Man.
Maddox.
They reminded me of the team that we saw about 3 months ago where they leave millions of people on base. They don't get a single guy out. I mean, when was it? Sunday's game, they had no outs. They had 3 guys on base, no outs, and they got nobody at home. Nobody!
A few times they've done this road trip.
How in the hell are you supposed to make it to the playoffs? You can't even get a guy home with bases loaded with no outs.
They find new and exciting ways to choke. That's why they're the dogs, man. The old bums are the choking dogs. They're being the Dodgers, okay? This is August 2, and they did the same exact thing last year, too. This is around the same time Kent had his little tantrum saying, all the kids in the clubhouse are disrespectful and don't know how to play the game and have no respect for the game. It's not long before now if Kent starts doing it again. Maybe he's hitting better now, so he doesn't need to complain. I don't know. Manny has gone. Where the hell is Manny gone?
Well, listen, Manny...
Where the hell is Casey Blake gone?
It's easy to say that Manny, where is he gone after he had such a phenomenal... Let me give you a second. He had such a phenomenal beginning, run with the Dodgers, and then you over there and comparing the guys...
Of course, yeah.
Now,
you can see, that's what I'm saying. They have actually turned into Dodgers.
Okay, yeah.
They had enough time to acclimate themselves to the team, and they turned into crappy players now.
Well, yeah, okay. But the guys do have talent. I mean, this is what I was going to bring up.
Okay.
I think there has to be some drama going on in that clubhouse. There has to be some kind of player tension. I don't know what else to point the finger at, because I think they all have been proven to be good players at one time.
But it's just point the finger at. They're not a very good team.
No.
Just like you now, just like every other fan, have been trying to convince ourselves, we have yet to play our best baseball. Maybe that's true, but it's a good chance our best baseball is not this season.
Well, you look at Joe Torre. He said this. Well, it almost makes me laugh. Like, in other words, he kind of thought of it as, it's frustrating. That's what he says. And, they asked him, what do you think about the last 5?
Earlier I was watching the game, and I was supposed to meet somebody, and I said, okay, I'll be there when the Dodgers start losing.
Yeah.
It's not if, it's when.
So maybe if we see Torre jump ship real quick, that's when we know that the team would truly not have any hope, because if that guy leaves, then obviously it's a sign that there's no
he's got 3 years, so he'll be around.
For 3 years.
Then we're likely to see Donnie Ball game, Don Mattingly take over for him. But we're getting a little too ahead, because they might actually be playing good by then. 2-3 years from now.
Things could turn around.
The Dodgers are a little bit like what recently happened. Not tentative, but we'll just use the word recently with the Lakers and Phil Jackson. When he came back, he knew it was a rebuilding process.
Okay, so it's going to take time.
The Dodgers have been a building process. They got the kid movement. The kids are getting a little older. They're learning more. But, maybe some of those kids just aren't meant to fit in, where they're at. Or
while we're doing all this, we'd like to let you know that they are only still 3 games back of the Diamondbacks?
No,
or
2.5.
2.5 only?
2.5.
Oh.
No, it's 3.
It's 3. Okay,
Sorry,
yes. Dodger, man. It's 3. They actually have a reverse record. Dodgers are 65.
65
wins,
and 68, and so Dodgers are 3 games back in the loss column.
Still within reach.
From
still within reach. And we do have, obviously, a heck of a lot more than 3 games left in the season. And there's
after this series with the Nationals, we're playing Diamondbacks.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to gain a game, hopefully, on them. And all of a sudden, people may say, "Oh, the Dodgers are doing so good now."
Oh yeah, well when they got Manny, that's what all the hoopla was. You put it on ESPN. It's Manny's the savior of the Dodgers. You look at him, even when Manny was hitting, he had the 6 home runs in his first 10. It was
about 10 games.
Yeah, they were still only like 12-8 or 11-8. They still didn't have that good of a record. There was a lot of as of course King Vince would say, Vinny would say, the pomp and circumstance.
Yeah.
And the hair, I guess. I don't know. Maybe the hair did something too. Even Tori's joking about that. But I don't know. I don't know. This team has become more and more undescribable week by week.
Undescribable is not the way to say it. They become bad.
When you're hitting, close to 100 with runners in scoring position as a team.
That's bad. Yeah, just bad.
That's horrible. But you can't be a major league team. I think my softball team could do better than that.
Probably can. If you like to express your pure frustration, as we like to do, you can email the Dodgerman at thedodgerman@yahoo.com, or you can visit his MySpace,
myspace.com/thedodgerman, or visit the blog on thedodgerman.blogspot.com.
And to give you a little bit of a, forerunning insight, we may be on other websites such as YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. That is a thing we're looking into starting to do. We got a guy. We're bringing in a guy, our AV tech here.
He's going to help us out with the YouTube.
Yes. I'll be handling the YouTube at first, but until we get acclimated, we'll bring him in once we get settled and once we get our viewership up there. At least that way we know who's listening and who's watching.
There's that little total at the bottom. So, until then, you are listening to The Dodger Man. I'm Anthony.
And I am The Dodger Man, and make it end. You have been listening to The Dodger Man.